Hello my dear students, today I am going to discuss regarding decision trees. Decision trees are a very simple hierarchical structured way to guide one's path to a decision. That is, when the training data set is available with the decision that has been made with the previous data, with the basis of that information, this algorithm helps you to take a decision to the new set data. So this decision tree is one of the most widely used and the efficient method for classification and as well as for taking a decision. So the model which is based upon the training based upon the data available with you with the previous decisions that has been already made with the different scenarios, such a model is called as a decision tree. So how does it actually works? It divides and conquers all the data available by considering the each class of data with the different categories here. So let's not discuss in theoretically regarding all these things. Directly we can jump into one example where you will clearly understand how actually the decision trees algorithm works here. So here is an example. So what has to be done to this example is to create a decision tree that helps make decisions about approving the play of an outdoor game. The objective is to predict the play decision given the atmospheric conditions out there. The decision is should the game be allowed or not. Here is the decision problem. So what basically they are asking is, with the different categories given with the atmospheric conditions, the prediction has to be made whether the game has to be allowed to play or not. So for example, if we have the outlook value as a sunny and the temperature is hot, humidity is normal and windy is true. So what needs to be done as a decision, whether the play needs to be allowed or not. So that decision needs to be taken here. So this is the input values that has been given for a prediction of the value here. So let's see what can be done with the previous data that is available here. So how we can solve it. So this is the previous data that has been given here with the decisions that has been taken with the different scenarios here. For example, when the outlook was sunny, temperature was hot, humidity was high and windy was false, the decision has been taken as a no. So similarly, when the outlook is rainy and the temperature is mild and humidity is high, windy as false, the decision has been taken as yes. So like this, there are probably the 12 transactions. If you count, you'll get to know how many transactions are here. Sorry, there are the 14 different transactions, different values that has been given for all these categories here. So basically how many attributes has been considered for the atmospheric conditions here is outlook, temperature, humidity, windy, and the last column is related to the what decision has been taken with these values here. So how to get into the solution here? The solution is to find out. So first what you need to do is the input that has been given here is sunny, hot, normal for humidity and windy as a true. So what needs to be done? First you need to search whether this combination of values is present in this table or not. Probably it is not present over here, that's why they have asked you to calculate the what the decision needs to be made here with this set of the data here. So how to proceed with the solution, we'll see here. So we need to calculate the error rate for the each of the attributes here. So once again I'll repeat, the different attributes that has been considered here are outlook, temperature, humidity, windy, and finally is the decision here. So the first attribute that we will consider here is outlook. So within the outlook you can see the different set of different classes of values has been taken here. So for example, you have a sunny as a one value, the overcast, rainy, and that's all. The different set of values are here for which you need to calculate the error rate here. So first we'll take the first value, that is the sunny. So we'll count how many sunny values are present in this entire column here. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. So there are the 4 sunny values here. So observe what decision has been taken with only the sunny here. Do not compare with the rest of the columns here. Directly observe with the first sunny, the decision is no. The second sunny, the decision is no. And for the third, the decision is no. And for the fourth, the decision is yes. And for the fifth, the decision is yes. That means out of the 5 sunnies, for the 3 you have the decision as a no, for which you are going to conclude that with the sunny as a value for the outlook, the decision has to be considered as a no. That means out of 5, the majority is the 3 values with the decision as no, the rest 2 are yes. So the rest 2 are considered as the error rate here. So 2 out of 5 values here. Alright. So similarly, you need to calculate for the next value for the outlook attribute, that is the overcast here. So again, you need to count here how many overcast values are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 overcast values are here. Then observe what decision has been taken with this value here. So for overcast, yes. Second overcast, yes. Third, yes. And even fourth, yes. All the values are yes here. So the decisions in the majority value is yes. So you can conclude that if overcast value is there for outlook, the decision is yes with the 0 error. Right. So similarly, next you need to calculate for the rainy. So in this rainy, you can count how many rainies are there. Probably there are the 5 rainy values, out of which the majority is the yes here. If you count, you can see here rainy 1 yes, rainy 2 yes, rainy 1 no, and rainy 3 yes, and last rainy 2. That means out of 5, 3 are with the decision as a yes, whereas the rest of the 2 can be considered as a error here. So for the total outlook attribute here, so you can consider the total error as a 4. So I'll tell you, do not go for calculation of adding as a actual fraction here. So instead just calculate it as a numerator to numerator and the denominator to denominator. So here you can see 2 plus 0 plus 2 is 4, and total number of entries here are the 14. So the total error for the outlook attribute is 4 by 14. So this is for the only the first column. This table that has been calculated is for the only the first column here. So let us see what values we will get for the next column. Similarly, you need to calculate for the each and every column here. Then only you will be able to decide the which attribute you can consider for creating a root node here. So you can see the rest of the values has been calculated here. So for the temperature, the same way how we did it for the outlook attribute, the same methodology can be applied for the temperature, humidity, windy here. So temperature, how many different values are there? Hot, mild and cool, out of which you need to consider the majority decisions that has been taken. For example, for the hot, there are the total 4 hot values here. So out of 4, how many are with no and how many are with yes here? You can see among these first 3 itself, 2 are no and 1 is yes. So one more is here hot with yes. That means the decision majority is no here. So the total error is, and there is actually a tie here. So you can go for considering the first value that has been taken within this table here. So hot with no, the error is 2 by 4, and similarly you can go for calculating as for the mild also, and for cold, and for the rest of the attributes here. So already I told you how you can calculate the total error here. So this is the first step that you are going to do when you say that you are applying the decision tree algorithm for the set of the data here. So among this, you need to observe the minimum error attribute here. So if you see here, for the outlook you have the 4, for the temperature you have the 5, humidity 4, and again windy 5. The minimum goes for the either outlook or the humidity. So always it is a suggestion that if there is a type for the minimum value, choose the first attribute to be taken as a root node here. So that means this outlook is considered as the first minimum value, whereas you can conclude that the outlook can be decided as a root node here. So as you can see, the outlook has been taken as a root node here. So if you remember, within the outlook, how many different values are there? The 3 values are there: sunny, overcast and rainy, and same needs to be represented here. So under the outlook, you will come across with the sunny, overcast and the rainy here. So what you need to do here is, again, the sunny is not a perfect attribute because you have the some errors in it, and rainy is also the not perfect attribute where you have again with some errors. But the overcast, if you see here, the overcast is a perfect attribute where you do not have the any errors here. That means for that you can finally conclude whatever decision that you have taken here. For the overcast, the decision is yes here. That's why you are going to decide if it is a overcast, the decision needs to be taken as the yes here. So for the sunny, since you have the errors, again you need to construct a table for only the sunny. That means wherever you have the sunny, so under that sunny you need to again consider these four and these three attributes with the decision. So you can see, sorry, you can see temp, humidity, windy, play. But which values needs to be considered under this table is only where you have the sunny value for the first column. For example, you can see here you have, so this entries needs to be taken hot, high, false and no. You can see hot, high, false and no. So similarly, wherever you come across with the sunny, the corresponding values needs to be copied there. Hot, high, true and no. So hot, high, true and no. So similarly for the rest of the sunny values here, sunny, mild, high, false and no. Mild, high, false and no. So copy all the values wherever you come across with the sunny as a value within the outlook attribute, right? So then similarly you do the same thing even for the rainy also. So wherever you have the rainy in the outlook, so corresponding values has to be copied under this table. So once you are done with this method where you have decided the root node and where you have constructed the which are the leaf nodes or the leaf attributes that you are going to take under the root node and constructed the table for the leaf nodes here. So the next step again is going to be repeated as we did here for calculating the errors here. So you can see here again for the temperature attribute. So how many values are here? So hot, mild, cool, three values are there. So again go for calculating. Out of the hot there are two entries, the decision is no, so hot with no, so zero errors here. So mild, again how many mild values are there? Two, one with no and one with yes. So consider the first one as a mild with no, with a one as a error possibility out of the two entries. And even for the cool, so yes and zero error here. So total is 0 plus 1 plus 0 is 1 divided by 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 4 plus 1 5, 1 by 5. So similarly repeat for the next two attributes as well here, humidity and the windy, where you are going to get these kind of the errors. So the same procedure again you can do, continue for the rainy attribute as well, and this is what you are going to get. This is just to decide again which is the leaf nodes that are going to come under the sunny attribute and that are going to come under the rainy attribute here. So if you observe under the sunny, which is the minimum value with the total error is the humidity with a zero error. So you can say that under the sunny you can take the humidity as the attribute, and here also observe the minimum error value here, which is the windy with a zero error, that can be considered as an immediate leaf node under the rainy attribute. So if you can see, outlook is for outlook under sunny you have the humidity, for rainy it is again the windy with the zero here. So you can see. So here how does it works now? Outlook with the sunny, humidity. So humidity for humidity it is a zero error, so no need to proceed with that. So whatever the decision that you have taken for the humidity, that can be written here. Example for humidity, the decision is high. If the humidity high, if the humidity is high, the decision is no, and if the humidity is normal, the decision is yes. And similarly here also for windy, for if the false the value is false, the decision is yes, and if the value is true, the decision is no. So that is the end. So that has been written here. So here with this is the final decision tree that is constructed with the previous data set with the decisions that has been given. Now with this decision tree what we have constructed, we can see what result we will get with the new input data here. So for the sunny observe where is the sunny here. So here is a sunny and the temperature is hot here, you don't have the temperature attribute, leave it. So we have the humidity under the normal, and we